Welcome to learning how to navigate Perusall. For this video, I will be using a Perusall class shell from a previous class, so the course readings won't be what we are covering this semester. However, it will allow you to better understand how to use Perusall and what to expect by being able to see what it looks like during class. First, Perusall is a social annotating tool that allows users to mimic the dynamics of a classroom discussion while being 100% virtual and asynchronous. What does that mean? Well, let me explain by starting at the beginning. In the course schedule, which you can find in the Getting Started mode module, you will find the course schedule. Assignments marked Perusall will link you to a Perusall site from BlazeView. This is the best way to access Perusall because then your grades will sync with BlazeView. For instance, here, if we scroll down to Syllabus and Schedule, Printable Files, you can see the schedule. You can also see our syllabus. By clicking here, you'll be directly taken to Perusall. When you first enter Perusall, you might be prompted to enter information. This might already be registered based off your BlazeView information. I can't remember how it starts for first-time users, but regardless, follow the prompts. You'll then be provided with a guide to using Perusall. Please read through these pop-ups for further clarity. Each time you start a new assignment in Perusall, you'll be added to a new group automatically. This way you can get to know more of your peers in class. Sometimes you'll have people you've already met in your group. Other times your group will be completely new. If you're the first to the group to access the assignment, it will be blank. But if you aren't, it will look like this, with highlights and text. There are a few basic rules for scoring an 8 or higher on your Perusall readings. 1. Make a minimum of 5 annotations per assignment, aka highlights or added comments to the conversations. Within that, annotations need to be a minimum of 4 sentences to count as an annotation, and they should be spread out evenly throughout the assignment. If you only comment on the first or second page, your score will suffer. You also want to directly respond to 2 of your peers or me by using the @ symbol and selecting a name. This is in addition to those 5 annotations. You also want to upvote any comments you agree on, but don't have anything to add to. You can also alert me of questions by clicking on the question mark. And you want to read through the entire document. If you stop on page 5 of 10 because you've already made your 5 comments, your score will be lower. So how does this work and how do I do all of that? Well, to see your peers' comments, simply click on the topmost highlight, like this. And then the annotations will appear on the right. Here are the annotations for this class. To add to a conversation, simply scroll to the bottom and add your comment. This is me. Here I can add my comment. I've already got one prepared, so I'm just going to paste it in here. It's a little hard to see, but what that says is, you can no longer text Dr. Young at this number because VSU will no longer allow students to text professors because they cannot control who has access and can see those texts. This is why Dr. Young is now using Teams chat function, which has provided you with a video explaining how to download it onto your phone and to use it to text her. Either way, it's great to have a professor who communicates so quickly to students. And my advisor says we should be practicing using Teams for appointments with them too. So win-win. Once you've typed it in, simply hit enter. and your text is now part of the conversation. If you don't have anything to add to the conversation after reading it, but like what people are saying, you can upvote on comments by clicking on the check marks, like this, or clicking on check marks that have already been marked, like this. And if you don't understand something someone is saying or have a similar question, you can click on the question mark on the other side of the comment box, like this. Similarly, if you have a comment on a part of a text that hasn't been highlighted yet, simply highlight it, like this, and then add your text to the text box that appears. Again, I have a prepared text for this to save us some time. So I'm going to go ahead and enter that there. And again, it's a little small. So here's what it says. Oh, that's a good point. However, in Teams chat, your name is already entered into the system, so this isn't necessary anymore. But it is always good to introduce yourself the first time you text or email a professor, so they know who you are and what class you're taking. We are all taking English 1101. And then hit enter to post. Clicking on the double arrow here will allow you to move through the conversations in the text. So now you don't have to go and click on each individual highlighter. It's simple and it makes things easier. Just like that. There are a lot of other features, but these are the basic ones. One other thing that you might want to know is sometimes, depending on what type of file gets posted, you can't highlight. This means that you aren't able to annotate with the text feature, and you need to annotate with the figure or image feature. So just click on that. You'll get a crossbar, highlight what you're looking at, and you can make your text comments just the same. So remember, there are 5 things that you need to remember when annotating. 1, a minimum of 5 annotations per assignment, and they should be at least 4 sentences long. Directly respond to 2 of your peers using the @ symbol, like this, and then selecting the student, or me. Upvote comments you like, but don't have anything to add to. Use the question mark when you have the same question or don't understand a comment. And read through the entire document so you get as many points as possible. If you have further questions about Perusall, let me know via Outlook email or Teams chat. Please remember that I only check BlazeView email and instant messaging periodically, and it's not often. So please don't reach out there. It's time to start annotating.